Your brain is not on your side. Let me ask you something. If your brain was actually trying to help you, why does it talk you out of every difficult thing you try to do? Why does it tell you to stay comfortable when you want to improve? Why does it whisper doubt when you're about to act? Why does it always have a reason to wait? The truth is uncomfortable but simple. Your brain isn't designed to make you better. It's designed to keep you safe. And safe doesn't mean strong. Safe means familiar, predictable, comfortable. That's why every time you try to change, your own mind pushes back. But today, you stop mistaking that resistance for truth. Step 1. Understand what your brain is actually doing. Your brain has one priority: survival. Not achievement, not growth, not fulfillment. Survival. That's why it hates uncertainty. That's why it avoids effort. That's why it prefers short-term comfort over long-term progress. When your brain says, "Don't go to the gym, rest today, one more scroll won't matter, you'll start tomorrow," it's not being logical, it's being protective. The problem is that modern life doesn't require physical survival, but your brain still operates like it does. So instead of fighting predators, you fight inertia. And the longer you listen to that voice, the weaker it becomes. Not because you're failing, but because you're training it to avoid challenge. Step 2. Stop treating discomfort like a threat. Most people believe discomfort is a warning. They feel resistance and assume something is wrong. They feel fear and assume they should stop. That belief ruins them. Discomfort is not the enemy, it's the entry fee. Every meaningful change costs discomfort. Every improvement requires friction. Every step forward feels uncomfortable at first. So instead of asking, "Why does this feel hard?" ask, "Why would this not feel hard?" Growth without discomfort doesn't exist. Step 3. Redefine pain. Pain isn't punishment. Pain is information. It tells you where your limits are. And limits are not walls, they're training points. When your brain says, "I don't feel like it," that's not a stop sign. That's a signal. It means you're standing at the edge of growth. So instead of backing away, you lean in. Not emotionally, not dramatically, just deliberately. You don't chase pain for the sake of suffering. You accept it as part of the process. Step 4. The 3-second rule. Hesitation is where discipline dies. The moment you start debating, your brain wins. It doesn't argue loudly, it delays quietly. "Just a minute. After this. Let me think about it." That's all it needs. So you cut it off. When you decide to act, you move immediately. 3 seconds, no reasoning, no motivation, no mental build-up. Move. Action shuts the mind up faster than thought ever will. Step 5. Build a daily discomfort anchor. You don't need a perfect routine. You need one daily act that proves to your brain that comfort isn't in charge. One thing. Every day. Non-negotiable. It could be cold exposure, focused work without distraction, finishing something you want to avoid. This isn't about intensity. It's about authority. You're teaching your brain who makes decisions now. Step 6. Stop waiting to feel discipline. Most people are waiting for a feeling that never comes. They think discipline arrives before action. It doesn't. Discipline is a side effect of repetition. You don't act because you feel disciplined. You feel disciplined because you act. Identity is built through evidence. Every time you do something hard when you don't want to, you collect proof. Over time, that proof changes how you see yourself. Step 7. Separate emotion from action. Your emotions are not commands. They're weather. Some days you'll feel sharp, some days you'll feel slow, some days you'll feel doubtful. None of that matters. What matters is whether you act anyway. Strong people aren't emotionless. They're just not ruled by how they feel in the moment. They act first. Feelings follow later. Step 8. Stop making comfort the goal. Comfort is not rest. Comfort is stagnation when it becomes the default. Real rest comes after effort. Real peace comes after progress. If comfort is your priority, your life will stay small. If growth is your priority, comfort becomes optional. Step 9. Identity over outcomes. Your goal is not to complete tasks. Your goal is to become someone who follows through. When you act consistently, even imperfectly, you stop negotiating with yourself. You don't ask, "Should I?" You say, "This is what I do." Your brain will always try to pull you back to comfort. That doesn't make it evil. It makes it outdated. You don't need to destroy your brain. You need to stop obeying it blindly. Discomfort is not the enemy. Avoidance is. And the moment you stop running from resistance, you stop being controlled by it. That version of you that keeps waiting, that keeps hesitating. You don't need to kill it. You just stop listening. This is Progress Made Simple. Subscribe if you're done letting comfort decide your life.